Hey, I know some of us feel uncertain about the future, and we don't know how the economy is going to shake out with coronavirus. And I want to give you guys some encouragement from Scripture. Quick story for you guys. In 2005, I was in Newcastle, Australia for a surfing contest with my good friend Danny. And we had gotten a ride to the contest about 2.5 hours from where we were staying, and the ride took off without us. We didn't have a place to sleep. We had our backpacks, a surfboard, and a couple dollars. And so we stopped and we prayed. And I'll never forget, we were actually on church steps praying, asking the Lord for provision. And Danny made a few phone calls. We did our parts. And before you knew it, we had a man and his wife pick us up, take us back to their house. We had never met them. And the next morning, the man said, "Hey boys, jump in the car. We're going to work. Grab your surfboards." So we're, all right, here we go. And he drops himself off at the school he was working, throws us the keys and says, "I would go surf this spot. It's an epic adventure." So we had a great time, and man, there's so many cool stories from that trip. But you know, we were really in a place of uncertainty, and being in our late teens, it really felt scary for us. And even though that's very small compared to what some of us are going through right now with this whole coronavirus and our small businesses and how is the economy going to be affected, like the principle is the same here. And here's what I want to say to you guys today. You can't trust our economy. You can't trust even yourself at times because there's things that are out of our control. But the God that I call God, part of his character is he is provider. And the word for his name is actually, or one of the words for his name is Jehovah Jireh. And it means God my provider. And so like this whole idea of faith, like what do we put our faith in this time? Guys, we do the right things. We make wise decisions, but we have to have our faith in the promises of God and who he is in his word. And I want to give you a quick passage from Scripture to illustrate this principle, because this is a biblical principle that's actually littered all through Scripture. If you turn to 1 Kings chapter 17, there's a man just like you and I. He was a friend of God. He was in a city or a town, and they were going through an economical low or a drought. There was a famine, and so people were short on food. And the Lord tells this man, he says, "Hey, go out to the Jordan River, sit there and wait, and I will give you your food to eat." Sure enough, the scriptures say in 1 Kings 17, God says, I've ordered Elijah the ravens to feed you. So this is key. Elijah obeyed God's orders, and he went out and he camped where he was supposed to camp and waited on the Lord. And then it says, and sure enough, ravens brought him meals, both breakfast and supper, and he drank from the brook. So the Lord used the birds to bring him down his food. Like crazy stuff, right? But guys, I know that this stuff is tough. I know the way you feel. My family feels similar things to the way you're feeling. But I want to encourage you guys, just like I was encouraging my wife this morning and myself, that God is our provider. Let's trust his promises. Guys, I'm going to pray for you, and I want to let you guys jump into this workout. Lord, thank you for today. I thank you for the people that might be watching this video. I pray that they would put their trust and their faith in you during this hard time. And thank you for Trinity Fitness, a place where we can get healthy inside and out.